Hello.
Hello.
Ma'am, your introduction?
I'm Amrutha. I am from Belagavi. Done my most of the studying there itself. Shifted to Bangalore for my MBA, and I've been here like for 5 years now. More than that for education as well as I'm working. So I work as a key account manager now. So I've
Okay.
been here since.
Okay, fine. Ma'am, what do you think about Indian education system?
I think it's all right. However, there are many things that could be changed. For example, I think it is very focused on mainstream of all things, right? There are certain mindsets that we have, like probably mainstream, like being a doctor, engineer, or many specific fields that we focus on. However, everything else is like either not taught or not focused on or considered as a hobby, more like. Plus, my experience with education, I think whatever I've learned, I don't think I apply even 10% of whatever I've learned. You have to learn everything on job again.
Okay.
So they are not, the education is not really catering to the current market expectations.
Okay.
I'm not going to speak about the school stuff because then it's going to be very basic. Everybody has to have those basic knowledge, so I can understand that. But higher education has to cater more towards the job market or whatever the student wants to do. So I think that is something we can focus on or maybe change at some point.
Fine. So, you said that nowadays there's a job market, and the job market needs a lot of hands-on experience. So, you said that you need more hands-on experience type of education.
Yeah.
But the thing is that when we compare our Indian education system with Japan education system,
Mm.
they start hands-on experience from the age 4, whereas
Right.
we almost start from the age of 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a huge gap.
There is. Yeah.
So how do you address it? Means what are the suggestions that you want to give?
I mean, now that you mentioned Japanese education, I think there are few things that they have inculcated in their own cultures.
Right.
Like if you look at Japanese schools, they don't have like we call aya or something like that. They don't have peons or anybody like that who is cleaning your classrooms. It is your job as a student to take care of your environment.
Right.
So those are like the basics, morals, and even shape you as a person in future. So I think that gap is something that we can definitely encourage students to do in our schools as well as they also have a culture of having clubs. There is like a basic education, like everybody gets information on what is the basics, how to go about probably basic maths, science, and everything else. However, they also encourage students to look at their interests. Like they have cooking clubs, they have dancing clubs, they have reading clubs. So students who are interested in certain areas are encouraged to also pursue that. So I think that is something we are missing. We do have basic education, we give that information. However, encouraging students to be a good person, a good citizen, a civilized citizen is also something schools can take care of, or us as probably adults who we have children around, we need to teach the kids because then they will be the future citizens. So that is the gap that we are seeing. We encourage students to get more marks, but we don't teach them what exactly, how it is going to affect you, or what exactly are we trying to do here,
Right.
you know.
Okay. See, in Karnataka, VTU is the topmost college, university for engineering students,
Engineering, yes.
and you are from the same district.
Yeah.
Do you think that there is a proper education system back in your place, starting with school? Let us go with the basics.
I think for schooling, yes. I mean, I did study in one of the good schools in my district, and I think I got a lot of information on both my culture as well as education there. So that is something I can definitely vouch for. But apart from that, I think most of these universities and everything, they focus more on getting a good grade or shaping every student in a same mode. Like,
Okay.
one day actually ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, so something like that. So they want to create a set of students who have similar mindsets, which is not gonna be great in the future, because everybody have different streams. They probably will go to different fields to work for. So encouraging that differentiation is something a teacher, a educator can definitely encourage students to do. And also it's a personal choice. Again, a lot of our education plus our upbringing is affected by our families. So we need to let our children grow, have a different opinion about things.
Okay.
So yeah.
What are your suggestions?
Have more practical information. Encourage your students to try, fail. Probably that is one thing that, you know, we as adults and educators can improve. That it's okay for students to fail. You know, it's okay for them to try and fail. It's okay for them to take a risk. So that is something I would encourage any adult, any teacher to encourage their students to do. And we'll have your back. You know, just go for it. Let's give it a try. So that is one thing. And second would be having more practical information. So I was in sports when I was in school. I traveled a lot. I met with a lot of people, a lot of different states. So that gave me a lot more confidence than my peers, because they didn't have that experience. And we slept on legit trains, like without having a seat, like reserved, just sitting there for like hours to end. So that gave me a lot more courage to survive on my own. So I would encourage students to give anything a shot, like probably go to sports, give it extracurricular as not just a hobby, but give it a shot. Try everything that is possibly you have access to. So yeah,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much.